So this is my 2019 Edge ST. You have to excuse Taylor. She has to be the center of attention all the time. It's pretty well full bolt-on aside from downpipes and turbos. It's got an ultimate performance intercooler down there, made a big difference. I have a Velossatech Big Mouth, the little ST badge from the rear, tinted the emblems on it, tinted the markers and the fog lights yellow, as well as this trim piece. For winter, I have some 18-inch NV Elite wheels on it with, I believe these are 255 55 18s. They are studded and it works awesome with the all-wheel drive. Tail lights are tinted. I got MRT Axle Backs sitting down here. There's some chassis bracing in there. Front and rear comes with strut tower brace, ladder bracing underneath, and just a couple other pieces to make it handle a bit better. I have an Addco rear sway bar on it, which made a huge difference. These Canadian models don't come with the red big brake kit, so I got some caliper paint this year and painted those. It was a brush on kit. It worked really well. As you can see, they're handling winter very nicely. And under for the exhaust, we did a resonator delete with an X pipe a little further back here. You can barely see it. And where we did the resonator delete, we made a loop in the exhaust like the Raptors to make the rear downpipe equal length. So it makes a much better tone out of it. Instead of that raspy kind of EcoBoost sound, it's a little closer to a GTR, but not quite a GTR. Tail lights are tinted. It's a little dirty at the moment. Sorry guys, we live way out in the country here. As you can see, I'm on 5 acres of just nothing. It's currently tuned on 5-star tune with HP tuners. I'm running a 91 tune for the winter. I find that running premium fuel in the winter, I actually get significantly better fuel mileage. I've been tracking that. And, you know, I can go an extra couple 100 kilometers even sometimes if I really baby it. But the windows are tinted, they're matched. We have some wind guards here, the rain deflectors, that makes a nice difference. And interior is pretty basic, it's a little dirty at the moment. But, you know, that's what you get for having a Canadian vehicle in the winter. So I'm gonna give it a little startup here, let it warm up, and then I'll show you guys how the exhaust sounds, because those turbos are actually significantly louder the way it is. It gets a little quiet after the first bit here, throws some steam out the exhaust as you can see, but then it clears up. On the warm-up process, it turns the turbos up a little bit, creates some extra heat in there. bit stiffer, helps with launching and whatnot. It's got a Turbosmart blow-off valve, crankcase vent, a JLT Catch Can. Excuse the flickering, that's what you get with LEDs in a camera. And it sounds great, rides great. It's a fast little rocket, and call it MILF Missiles. Edge ST MILF Missile. Thought that was pretty funny the first time I heard it. So the niche of these things isn't very big, but those that do have them do enjoy them. And you know, I'm having a hard time giving this thing up because it's just so fun to drive. So I'll cut to some exhaust revs here in a minute once it warms up, and I hope you all enjoy. So I just went and warmed this thing up down the road a little bit. As you may have noticed, my front bumper is a little bit busted, and that's what I get for driving in the winter in Canada here. A little snowbank or snowdrift on the road caught me by surprise one day. What I forgot to mention is it is lowered on H&R Lowering Springs. There's a couple other things like a water meth kit that is in the process of being installed. I got the nozzle in there. I'm just figuring out where to put the tank. It has a ram fab, cold side intake tube, and 5-star says with the 93 octane tune that I run in the summer, it should be about 360 wheel horse and about 470 foot-pounds of torque to all 4 wheels without any of the other additions that I have. So we figured this thing is probably close to about 400 wheel, maybe closer to 500 foot-pounds of torque in the summer. I run some good fuel on it, and she rips, she does. You can't launch these things. If anyone knows anything about these, the 8-speed does not like to launch. So we always have a 2.0 60 foot, but this thing traps 107 miles an hour at a 13.1 in the quarter. So 107 miles an hour with a good launch, like more like a 1.7 60 foot, would be closer to about a 12.5 based on the weight and whatnot of this thing. So I'm just gonna prop up the camera here and give you guys some revs and maybe launch it.